Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War, where the war in the south of France has got hot very, very bloody quickly. A very confusing battle in Marseille after a French spy managed to open the gates happened last time, and actually we were able to win that. It was scruffy, but we only lost 400 men, and we did wipe out what appears to be either all or a great deal of the French army. That's probably them having retreated away. Now, it was Captain John, by the way. Captain John actually was the hero who managed to hold in that battle. God bless you, Captain John. And the French have decided they're two big forces. They're now going to try and push over the bridge to try and get to Marseille. And unquestionably, if I lose this bridge battle, I'm not sure we're going to be able to do much to defend Marseille at that point, as I now know they've got a spy who can open the flipping gates. If that happens again with this army, we would struggle to hold. We need to hold them here. They've got an okay army. It's an interesting one. They've got armoured sergeants. They've got mercenary spearmen. They've got a few heavy infantry, but not much. But there's a lot of chaff in here as well. What they do have, on the other hand, is catapults and ballista. And I've got some catapults too. So, yeah. We've both got lots of long-range fire, and we've both got not particularly good infantry. This is going to be a scrappy fight. Let's hope for better weather at the bare minimum. It was really raining quite hard in Marseille. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Okay, this is suddenly an interesting one. Right, so this particular bridge is odd. It's a very short bridge. The last time we had a bridge battle was on a major bridge, of course, that was a major bridge in, it was on the bridge to Venice. So it was a huge river, it was a long, big stone bridge. This time, well, we've got an interesting one here, which is you can see on one side, on my side of the flipping bridge, it's paved roads, because I've actually built paved roads around Marseille. Possibly they were already there, I can't remember. But unfortunately, on the other side, this is probably, is this Dijon? This might technically be Dijon territory, I'm not sure. Apparently, they've still got crappy dirt roads. So the bridge is a small, crappy wooden bridge. And also, yeah, there's high ground on either side of it. So if I put my catapults there and they put their catapults up there, actually they've got the high ground. They have the high ground advantage, and with range like this, that's actually going to be a really big deal. That's concerning. Right. The other advantage we've got, however, is, yeah, we could potentially hide troops here. So, what have we got? What have we got that's damn solid here? We have got ourselves, as a front line, we've got mercenary spearmen. If the horses charge over, and the horses may well charge first, that will be of use. So we've got ourselves some nice mercenary spearmen right there. We've also got sword staff militia that can actually kind of join up and form their nice little spear walls right there. So it doesn't actually make a big difference. You can see there that, yeah, outside the spear wall, they basically just move slightly. It doesn't look very different in this mode. Actually, I think they're just... Am I just making them slowly move forward? Yes. Apparently, when they go in or out, it doesn't matter. They take a step forwards. Alright, fine, whatever. And yeah, we've got those guys. So, with their spear wall effective against armor, if they're kind of like, you know, either side, like I used to do battles in Rome Total War, they're going to be right down here, and there's going to be there in the middle, and then the phalanxes on either side to basically just poke anything that comes through. But they're going to come under a lot of fire. There's going to be a huge amount of fire, in fact. This is going to be really interesting. Right, let's prepare for what else we've got here. We've got catapults. They're just going to sit here and basically fire at will at anything that happens to be on the other side of the river. If I can, I'm going to focus my catapults to take out their catapult, but I'm concerned their catapults might have the high ground, meaning they might have the range and I might not, which could be a really, really big problem. Because I'm concerned about the high ground over there, I'm going to put my, my basic crossbow militia over here to fire down on the bridge. My long-range guys I'm going to keep on this side where they might be a bit safer and they can just knacker the bridge from over here, because I've got 3 long-range mercenary crossbowmen over here as well. So those guys are pretty damn solid too. I've got a decent amount of cavalry, or at least okay cavalry, but some of it is the terrible militia. So we'll keep these guys at the back here just as, like, you know, just to throw in for a little bit of extra pressure. But the big thing we need is, yeah, me and the mercenary Frankish lads. Sorry, there's a third group as well. They can thunder in and get a charge, but with the slope and the trees, the charge might fail because they can't get the speed up because there's too much stuff in the way. You need to be at the back here to provide some reinforcements. We've got more flipping archers. Oh, we've got Norse archers here. Fine, Norse archers can be right down at the front because they can actually be... They can fire, but they can be committed if they need to be. Is that everyone? Have I got everyone now? Oh no, we've got 1 unit of spear militia. They're just kind of reserve infantry. And we've got the Great Cross, which is not as useless as it might seem, because it does indeed provide a morale bonus, so that'll be useful. We'll just have that right behind the front line, and it will inspire people. That's what it's going to do. It's going to inspire them, damn it. Right. Also, as is usual in these battles, unfortunately, everyone's skirmish mode needs to be off. Everyone's skirmish mode needs to be off, especially you, because you might need to bloody fight. Is that everyone? That's everyone. Now, we start the battle and we figure out what the French have done, because if they've put their catapults on the high ground, I'm concerned. Okay, I'm not that concerned anymore. They've not done the smart thing. They've not kind of put them, say, right over here. Okay, that gives me time to get into position. Let's just run my troops forward here and redraw up. Okay, everyone starts thundering down the hill, taking up a good, solid defensive position at the bridge. They are going to start attacking me at some point. These guys are not yet ready to fire. They will be now. Good. The peasant archers are going to be in range immediately. We can fire over the top at them. And momentarily, if we're lucky, these guys will move into what's our range. Our range is pretty much to the base here. But, yep, there we are. These guys have got a shot. Okay, they've got a shot over here. Their peasant archers are moving forward. You, get your thing down. You need to... Why are you not rushing? Run! Oh, you're in your bloody mode. Alright. Oh, bloody hell, in comes the fire. Right, okay. Oh, they've hit one of my flipping catapults right away. Right, yeah, the thing is, if a catapult hits a catapult, it's pretty much destroyed immediately. We're down to 3 catapults to their 2. And they've got the high ground, so I can't hit them, but they can totally hit me. Right, you guys need to go forward and take out that catapult. Or rather, whichever one has 2. It's, okay, you've got 2. You need to take out the catapult right now. I need basically those to move forward and take out the catapult. You with 1 need to take out the ballista. The ballista's not as dangerous, but that's really unlucky as a first tip because the flames are so inaccurate. They probably weren't even aiming at that. They were probably aiming at something else. Right, in comes the fire. You need to run in as quickly as you can. The sword staff guys have their swords ready and need to go into guard mode. In come the flipping, yep, the ballista fire is doing some good work there. Something's already flipping broken. Over there, run, in comes this, and in comes fire from all sides. Right, so anything that crosses this bridge is going to be in trouble, basically. And over here, in comes something a bit more dangerous. Not much. Oh, yes, it is actually a bit more. It's the dismantle fuel lights, but they're already shaken. Right, stop, thing, guard. There we are. So now these guys are going to be, yeah, they're already wavering. Good. So... they're firing at us, and they are targeting us right now. We're down to 2. We're down to 2 right now. Bloody hell. Attack the catapult. I need you to take out that catapult. It's doing really bad things. Right now, they've got all of their long-range fire. I don't have any of mine at this exact moment in time. Or rather, I'm down to half, and they're still firing down. And they're really nailing their shots because it's not that long range. And look at that. Look at all those people that just died in a single hit. This is not good. This is not good at all. We need to potentially get over this bridge to counterattack. We've got a lot of fire coming in here. These guys are going to break really, really quickly. I'd say, actually, we need to get over there and we need to take out that catapult before... okay, we finally got a shot. Okay, we've taken out one of their catapults. Good. 1 catapult is down. My catapults are now counter-firing. That is good. The catapult's the dangerous bit. The French are collapsing meanwhile at the front. These guys are doing an excellent job just basically tearing them apart. Send in the bad cavalry. Just send in the crappy basic cavalry to see if we can start mopping up. There we are. They're falling apart. They're absolutely falling apart. Right, stop. Guard mode. I need you to hold your positions right there. And yeah, they're pretty much giving up at this point. That first French army is toast. And in comes more fire. That was a miss, which was good, but they've got more at the back. I'm sending my crappy cavalry over the bridge to try and take out their artillery before the second army rolls in. It's not a good... no, not you! Not flipping you. I want the crappy cavalry to go and do that. Get over there. Get over there. Go over there. Take out those lads. There's 34 at the back. Oh, look at all the dead French on the bridge. That's a lot of dead Frenchmen because all of that crossbow fire. Right, long-range fire coming over here, but they're really long-range fire. That artillery is still doing bad things. Peasants are shaken. Get over there. I need you to start causing a mass break. So now we're charging back over the bridge. The last few bits and pieces there. You guys, draw yourselves up here, please. Nice and quickly. Lovely. These guys are coming over here. I need these guys to break soon because I can see the first of the new lads coming up here. This is a problem. Yep, they're starting to... come on. Oh, they're flipping armoured sergeants. There's flipping 8 armoured sergeants, and those are going to stand up to mercenary flipping cavalry militia things all flipping day. Right, I need to just get past and... Okay, if you can, bug those guys. Just bypass them completely. Get around the side of them, hit these guys. Just get up the hill. Basically, I'm throwing away the merchant cavalry militia in the hope that I might be able to... Oh, it's too late. It's way too late. These guys have got really bad... Unless all these guys are on skirmish mode. Because if all these guys are on skirmish mode, that works for me. Stop firing at my troops, you bastards. Oh, in comes more shots. We're taking damage there. Right, I just need these guys to basically... If you can, get on the catapults. Just get on the flipping catapult, okay? You, just anything you can do. These guys need to... The enemy general has apparently been captured. Lovely. Right, just no. Keep firing over here. Keep firing. Keep firing. I just want these things taken out. And there's more coming in Ab, but the ones at the back will be ages before they even get here. These guys are going to break because they're actually trying to push up a ridiculously steep hill. By the way, you may notice that on steep hills, yeah, units get stretched in this game because they don't actually like stand on hills properly. They stay facing upwards, but as a result, they get really weirdly stretched. You end up with some really weird fun house mirrors. Actually, the merchant cavalry militia seems to be doing a surprisingly competent job. Right. Focus on the ballistas, please. Alright, they are shaken. Oh, one of them's broken already. Just, if you can, take out some ballista stuff here. Okay, both of the catapults are dead. Good, I think they actually killed one of the catapults. If you could just cause the ballista to break, because now there's 2 ballistas left. So, just focus your fire on taking those out, please. If we can just take those out, that'd be beautiful. There's some dismounted noble knights over there. Oh, yeah, we heard about them. This is the only good stuff. This is the only good stuff they've got. Dismounted noble knights are coming in, but I've got so many crossbows. And even if they make it over the bridge and they're going to take a load of damage, we've got the flipping sword staff militia waiting for them. Effective against armor. Not that good, but effective against armor will do the flipping job. Right. You get over here, actually. Let's just have you run over here. If you can survive and not break, then... No, they broke. Not too surprising. Fine. So, the French are now drawing up over here, but the next round of catapults is way back here. It's going to take them ages to get over here. The French forces now all split up. This is a proper actual general's bodyguard, however, but they've got a long way to come, and, as I suspected, those really, really solid units of French infantry are getting ahead of themselves. They're being torn apart. They're not even actually getting over to my side of the bridge. Oh, yeah. Crossbows. Crossbows forever. And death to France as well. In comes, that's going to be, yeah, that's another unit of dismounted noble knights right there with their beautiful build. I can't remember what they're called. They've got special little weapons. They've got magic weapons that are really, really damn good. The English get these as well. And it basically makes them really effective against other really heavily armoured units. So basically they're anti-dismounted feudal knights, except, you know, they're also dismounted feudal knights. They've just got special weapons in France that make them good. But as a result, well, you know what? This probably doesn't look particularly promising. At this point, we need to... No one's using the ballista. Ah, well, if no one's using the flipping ballista, then turn on your flamey mode and let's start burning some French people to a bloody crisp here. This'll do just spot on. Right in the middle. Right in the flipping middle. Right, target these guys. Yep, fine. You guys are holding still, right? Yep, everyone's holding still. Everyone's going to start firing in a second, and in a moment, all flipping hell is going to start raining down on these bastards. It's going to be crossbows from this side. Crossbows from this side. Yep, more crossbows coming in from the other side. And in a moment, in comes the flames. Oh, that's some crispy French people. That is crispy, crispy French people. And they're not going to like that one little bit. That's going to be terrible for their morale. Right, so let's probably... Oh, that was another good hit there. That was a good hit right there as well. They are not going to be liking this one little bit. Right, one more round, then I'm going to put it into normal mode. In fact, actually, no, this is too risky. I might hit my own guys. Yeah, that went straight over the top. The inaccuracy in this mode is really, really damn low. Right, just hit the armoured sergeants at the back if you can. In comes all of this. They've got themselves. Yeah, now there's some good knights. These guys cannot be having a good time at all. And because we've got the slope, I can actually have my guys firing from behind, which is great. My archers are also at the back doing good work there as well, which is nice. My front line is holding on nicely. They've still got like 80% of their strength or so. Down goes the leader. Was that actually their leader? I'm not sure if that was actually the... Yeah, that was a general's bodyguard. That was just a general's bodyguard completely flipping nailed. Fine. Right, this is the moment. Now, actually, we need to send in our own cavalry. Cavalry... Get over here. Get over the river, start riding him down. We can annihilate this army at this point. Beautiful. Now, as for you, get over there. That guy, we don't need to worry about him. There's town militia coming in together with, yeah, what's even left? It's crossbow militia. Yeah, that's fine. I think we can take it out pretty easily. So, the downside is it's going to take the... Oh, there's so many dead French people on this bridge. There's so much... Okay, you know what? Call the horses back for the time being. I don't want them going forward because they'll get caught up in that. Because I've got over here these lads. They're not much, but they'll do the job. They'll be able to ride down a surprisingly large amount of the French army here. So I'm not sure there's any French army left at the back here. Yeah, the catapults have been left at the back as they often end up being left. Ignore you because you're already dead. Or rather, you'll cease to exist after this battle's over. Instead, some of you are... I think they might be... Spear militia wavering down there. Yeah, just keep on firing. I think they're giving up. Yeah, they're not going to try and push over anymore. Right, you get down there. Everyone else, over the bridge. I want as many of these guys dead as possible by the end of this match. And General's Bodyguard, get in there as well. Let's finish him off. At this point, I think all the proper heavy units are actually done. So you just get in there. You're wavering... Don't get involved with that, though. I want you to be involved with... Yeah, because you're shaken as well. I need you to be taking care of the light little guys you just broke. Well, bloody done. There was nothing left but peasants. Peasants who I think just broke anyway. In come my guys. This is fine. Now, you get after you. You get after you. You've made it over. Get after these guys. General... Go and help out with the crossbow militia. Now there's just a big pile of crossbow militia to go down. Go for the guys at the front, because while they're going through these guys, they will chop down a load of them. So let's just get down here and watch these guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot of French people suddenly entering our prisoner count. Oh, you shouldn't have tried to push your way over that bridge. Oh, that was a fun battle. That was a good battle. I've enjoyed this one. Any actual horses not doing anything right now? I think some of them are fighting like some town militia or something, but at this point, they've got to know the game's up. And the captures continue, now up to, as the last few people get ridden off over there. More people over this. Oh, yeah, dismounted nobles. We definitely want those going down. Make sure someone gets them, please. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, we've done this really nicely. 10% of us killed. Pretty much up to 93% of the enemy dead. And, yeah, the big important ones especially. The dismounted noble knights were absolutely flipping annihilated, and we've got like over 1,200 prisoners. This is the path the French walked down against the mighty, mighty Danes. And sure, there's a few flipping dead red horses in there, but oh, let this be forever remembered as dead French Gulch. Oh, yes. This better be a flipping site of a famous battle, by the way. It flipping better be, because it deserves to be. You know what? I think we've got enough of them down. We're done here.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Fantastic. That's a heroic victory. This is going to be the site of a famous battle. Beautiful. So, we've still got 1,760 men. So, actually, far from us being in trouble, we might next turn be able to potentially have a little look, see whether Dijon might be a spot vulnerable, because we've just killed a very, very big amount of French men there. Yeah, 2,000 dead. Beautiful. And, don't forget, there's a lot of prisoners as well. We've got 1,200 prisoners to decide the fate of. Ooh, that'll be fun. I'm kind of curious what they're going to be worth before we make any decisions there. Right, so the worth is 3,000. So you over here... You are not in great shape. Both of these castles over here are pretty vulnerable. Yeah, rather than Dijon, I'd say potentially we might be in a good position to actually just push straight against Toulouse. This force, or some kind of combination of forces built out of this area, could head over to Toulouse pretty easily. That might actually work pretty nicely. There's still one decent force up here, but we can hold him at the bridge with not a full army. That's absolutely fine. But there's a lot of stuff here. But what's been captured, it's not great for the most part. I'd say it's pretty flimsy. Okay, you know, I'm going to offer it for ransom. I'm going to offer it for ransom. We're going to see what they do, because we might be able to build a citadel out of this. Nope, the ransom was rejected. I tried. That army ceases to exist. 2 armies cease to exist. Oh, very, very nice indeed. But I suspect that's not it yet. This ridiculous AI turn isn't done yet, because I suspect the Moors are going to attack. Oh, bloody hell, the French are coming. Not enough French people have died in this stupid, stupid war that Wait, did they start? No, I started it, but in all fairness, that's true for most wars. Yes, indeed. Toulouse and Bordeaux both looking pretty vulnerable. Two big, I think they're both fortresses, but not really well guarded. We could go and have ourselves a fortress down in this part of the world, which would be good. Because if France owns significant parts of modern-day Spain, then as a result, having a great big castle there to guard against that would be good. Plus, bear in mind, we don't actually have a big castle in this part of the world. Marseille and Genoa and Milan are all cities, so if we want to get good troops over, we need to ship them over from Corsica. Well, to be honest, we need them. Oh, they're going for flipping Milan. Luckily, because you can see the arrow for them going somewhere, even if they haven't got somewhere yet, you can know where they're going to go very often. So, yeah. So fine. A small force is trying to make it through the mountains to Milan. But to be honest, I would say their walls are going to be good enough to hold there. I don't think we need to be worried just yet. Small Imperial force. If they declare war on me, like, this next turn or two, I'm going to be so annoyed. Given, good, you walk away. Given I didn't take Stalfan when I had the opportunity. You better build something in Stalfan, by the way. I'm going to be really angry at you if you don't. Right, more troops. But they're now moving away from Nuremberg. Nuremberg's still very vulnerable here. That's of interest, given the Hungarians are still very much around. But they've backed off a little bit. Maybe there might be a ceasefire at some point or other there. Venetian Princess just up here in the middle of formerly Russia, now me. Not sure why, they're just having a nice stroll, I guess. And Sicilians have dropped off a princess outside Marseille. Alright, fine, whatever. No major moves from the Byzantines, and the Russians are still wandering around. No significant counterattack going on. To be honest, I doubt they can afford to build a new army or do anything at this point. They're now pretty screwed. They're just stuck with what they've got, which is fine. That means they basically pose no threat to me. Now, the Moors. I strongly... No! The Moors didn't attack Corsica. That's interesting. Yeah, that's actually concerning. If they don't attack Corsica, that means I've got to sally against them. Because eventually they'll just be able to starve me out, and eventually it'll just be a weakened force sallying. I really hope they attack next turn, otherwise that's interesting, because I don't have anything in this part of the world I can actually, like, you know, use. Oh yeah, England with their stupid, massive rebel army, led by Stephen now. Right, they're backing off over here. This guy's backing off into Nottingham. Possibly he's detected the possibility I might be able to invade at some point. That guy's heading... Oh yeah, that was definitely an English force actually in Scottish territory. That's intriguing. English princess heading over to Imperial lands. Force heading south. Yeah, they can't even deal with that Stephen traitor guy. That's hilarious. Stupid England with their 0 out of 10 authority king just losing armies left, right and centre. Right. So, that French king coming via Bern who's going to attack Milan has nothing. So that's fine. The Portuguese are still heading to Northern Europe because, screw it, Portugal's just mad. Poland. Now, what are you planning to do now? Hopefully you're just going to stay dug in around your land here. Yeah, they've got some reinforcements coming towards Kiev, but a bit late, to be honest. Day late, dollar short. And very soon you're going to lose your last territory over in the east, and then Poland's going to be looking very, very flimsy. Now, Hungary, come and chat to me, Hungary. Me and you, Hungary, we should be friends, alright? We've got shared enemies. Admittedly, not yet officially, but, like, I think it's pretty obvious that me and the Imperials are enemies, because, like, everyone's an enemy of me, pretty much. Just about everyone. So, apart from you, I like you. Oh, there they are. There's the big lads, back again, and now that guy's backing off. Unless they're thinking about war with Venice. Like, if they're heading south from where they are, there's nothing south of them but Venetian territory. They could want war with... I hope not. I'd like to actually create a big me-Venetian-Hungarian little triumvirate. That'd be great. And the Papal States are saying something... to hopefully not actually reconciling them. Because sometimes after an excommunicated faction takes enough of a battering, then the Pope just says, okay, fine, you've suffered enough, you can kind of come back in at this point. So, because I've taken over Kiev, the Pope at some point might just declare, okay, fair enough, that's fine. And you take out the heretic. I think you actually just failed to take him out. Oh, you should have taken out the bloody thing. Oh! Okay, yeah, fine. Mongols going broadly the only way they were going to. They are indeed heading over... towards, like, Odessa territory. But why? What's the point? And one of you's going around this way because it's faster and easier to do and get stuck in the flipping control zone of a city that's rebel because you made it rebel, but okay, that's fine, I guess.
No further today.
And a big rebel fleet's managed to just cripple the tiny French fleet, but no major problems. Just got a heretic bumbling around there. We've got a suitable husband. No, because unfortunately he's 50. He's alright, but he's 50, so he wouldn't be around long enough. Does that mean we've actually got ourselves, over in the list scroll, agents? Have we got a new princess who's just come in, if we've got a suitable husband? Ah, this is interesting. We should have a princess on the map, except we don't. Because Bolslaw the Merciless, one of his children is... Ah, but he's technically not part of the family. Ah, that's why, right. So he's not part of the family, technically, because he's not, like, biologically part of this family. He was married in himself, wasn't he? Yes. So therefore his children don't become princesses or something? Maybe it needs to be someone who was born into the family. Their daughters become princesses. But for whatever reason, even though there is... No, sorry, this one. Yeah, this is the person. That was the name. This person, good old Bryn of Lafton, has apparently not allowed to be a princess. Even though she is of age and is getting marriage offers in. But whatever, I guess. Meanwhile, a Holy Roman Empire cardinal dies and France gets cardinal promoted. Again, I don't have quite as much control over the papal elections as I'd like here. It's a concern. And Ulf the Sly gets a guard dog, +2 to personal security. King Charles Crusader has now become a cruel leader. He's now, okay, he's 3 out of 10 on authority and 2 out of 10. Despite being a crusader, he's 2 out of 10 on chivalry. Aw, you don't see that very often. That's kind of fun. Right, okay. What on earth are we going to do here? Fine. Step 1. We know you're the badly damaged one. Step 2. We need to know who you are.
You are not my liege.
You have got yourself a handful of good quality solid stuff. Other than that, yeah, padded out by a lot of town militia. You could very easily go another round with him right now, but I doubt he's going to be willing to fight. So, I don't want to take him on directly because I could get myself surrounded too easily. And oh gosh darn it. That would be a really, really nice territory to just walk into right now, because it's completely unguarded, the Bordeaux Fortress. Toulouse has, yeah, a family member, good old Heliot, and dismounted a few knights, and that's your lot. Okay, that'd be really nice to walk into, but I can't quite... Ooh. Yes. I could put it under... Could I get that under siege? And if I did, it wouldn't matter, because he could sally forth, and I wouldn't be able to kill... I wouldn't be able to kill either of them. So it wouldn't matter. Right. The bigger concern is this guy here, who's... Ah, the thing is he's building siege equipment really slowly, because you only get build points per men. Technically, the number of men in his army is really low, because artillery comes with really small numbers. So this is a very, very odd situation we've got going on here. Right. If you're coming over the hills to here, then I think Milan is well enough guarded against you. Wouldn't hurt just have one extra unit of crossbow militia, just in case. And by the way, we also need more spies in this part of the world, because, yeah, we've kind of, I think our spy died. So that's okay. Right. Genoa, meanwhile, ooh. We do actually have 12,000 florins all of a sudden. That's kind of nice. It's kind of nice because I could upgrade Acre with that. Ooh, it would be nice to upgrade Acre. Okay. Antioch's already a minor city, and the king himself is there, and also we picked up Godfrey. Oh yeah, Godfrey the Handsome, your kind of little kid you got adopted, fine, who's got dread and carries around the Ark of the Covenant to melt off his faces of his enemies. Yes, okay, sorry, I'd forgotten you were there. Right, and then we've got Ulf the Sly up here. What we need is, you need to come up here to get Aleppo sorted out. Ulf the Sly needs to come, because Ulf the Sly actually does a pretty good job. Actively disloyal, blimey. Right, so you need to come over here and take care of Antioch. King Charles the Crusader should probably return home to... Actually, Godfrey the Handsome can just... Who's better at training troops here? Swift Judge can tell a tale. You don't have any benefits in that regard. Physically flawless, which is nice. What about our king? Can you actually train units more efficiently? Yeah, to unit training costs. So you should probably go and actually sit in... Anything else? Hang on, what's openly giving? No, that's nothing to do with that. Veteran warrior, which is nice. Yeah. That'd do. Mixes with killers. +2 dread, +1 to personal security. Nice. Yeah, what we need to do is you need to get down here to Acre. And in the long run, you'll need to come down here to Antioch. You, my good man, Godfrey the Handsome, good old Godfrey the Handsome, you might want to get yourself... You are Are you even remotely promising? Easily rad, religiously proper. Healthy is good. Physically flawless is okay, but not particularly important. You're not going to have children. Can tell a tale. Born conqueror. You could be alright with a bit of training. Let's send him down to Jerusalem, and he can join up with the forces in Gaza and lead them north when they're ready. So, in which case, Acre is now growing at, 6.5%. So that'll be ready to become a fortress very, very soon indeed. That's good. Can't retrain. Oh, I can retrain you. That's fine. Let's get ourselves... Yeah, a practice range for Norse archers is never going to be a bad thing. Practice range is getting there. Acre should have... Acre should be allowed a citadel. Yeah. Having 2 citadels in the Middle East, 2 separate citadels, means even if we lose the northern half of the Middle Eastern territories, we should be able to hold out. Between Acre and Gaza, we have got a lot of strength between us and the Mongol horde. You're the guy with the horse. Yep, fine. You get round the top of them, please. And you get round the back over here, just to keep an eye on these guys, make sure they don't wander off anywhere. Right, lovely. Oh, bloody hell, these guys are terrifying. Absolutely terrifying, but it's fine. Because, sure, they're terrifying in the open field, but this army, you force this army to fight up on the walls, say, against the wall defences of a citadel, then at least you've got half a chance. Then, even if they still eventually win just by attrition, you know, just slowly wearing you down, drowning your men in their blood or whatever, you'll have done a large amount of damage to them, and the next time they roll up to a citadel, they won't be able to handle it anymore. That's pretty much all my money just spent right there. I'm really hoping the Moors flipping attack me. Now, 2 situations to deal with. The English situation, the French situation. The English fleet here, big, kind of scary. Could, if I wanted to, get some troops over here. But that's not a big enough army to actually handle this, because even having just, they've just hired like all the mercenaries in the world to try and take out Stephen. Let's let them fight each other for a bit first. Let's instead focus down here. Kick England off the continent first up. Second, I've actually got myself, for once, I've now finally managed to make it and actually have sight of the Scottish. We've finally found the Scottish. We can actually have a chat to them. Technically, we've never spoken to the Scottish before. The one faction we haven't spoken to yet. Okay, technically we haven't actually spoken to the Mongol horde yet either, but, like, you know what I mean. They don't really count in many ways. Also, I hadn't really noticed this before. The Mongols actually show up on the map. You can actually see them as a little kind of blob on the map. They're so special they show up. No other armies show up, but they do, which is kind of cool. Okay, idea to potentially draw the French attention. I'm going to move up to this bridge right here. Which I'm hoping, therefore, will kind of restrict his options a little bit. That will hopefully mean these 2 armies decide they want to attack me together. Because now I'm inside their territory. And as I suspected, I'm actually in Dijon. And because I'm now entirely in Dijon, it's dirt roads. The bridge will be a crappy, short little bridge out in the middle of nowhere. And as a result, we should just be able to tear them apart with our long-range fire. Because this army, unlike the last one, appears to not have artillery with it. And the army that would back them up, no artillery. So this time we would have the artillery, they wouldn't. Perfect. Now time for the second part of the plan, which is these reinforcements right here, combined with a whole bunch of forces. Could I get you over to... Yeah, actually, with the paved roads, I think this here catapult could make it to Toulouse next turn. A quick smash and grab here. Now, the Pope has not actually warned us off attacking France. Yeah, he hasn't, has he? I don't think he has. No, the council wants someone assassinated, and we can't be bothered yet, because we're kind of hoping that someone else will just do it for us. So, yeah. Right now, I suspect once I take Toulouse, the Pope will say, hang on, that's enough, no more attacking France, please. Because the Pope actually I think the Pope likes France more than me right now. Hang on. No, I'm actually up to 5 out of 10. They're at 4 out of 10, but they're not excommunicated. And Sicily, up to 3 out of 10, are probably at the point of being reconciled at some point in the not-too-distant future. Because, yeah, you can see, because England's, like, taken some knocks, they go up to 1 out of 10 when they were previously 0. So, Poland and Sicily could both look forward to reconciliation at some point. So that would be nice for them. Yeah, let's actually get ourselves some troops moving in the right direction here. Merge some troops together here, best we can. What do we actually need? Yeah, we just need enough to take out dismounted feudal knights and that. So a whole bunch of crossbowmen, which is exactly what we've got here, would in fact be just flipping perfect. So sword staff militia, together with a whole bunch of these guys, and as well, send the catapults in. Marseille's not very happy, and the tax rate's already a bit on the dodgy side. That's fine, just get the walls repaired up, repair you guys, and train some new guys as well. We need to leave a little bit more here, potentially. Okay, I'm going to leave behind some merchant cavalry militia. Anything that we could do to make these guys happier. 60% right now, that's not very happy, and that's a concern. Fine, I'll send these guys to join up with this force. That should be more than enough. And then, you've got enough. Yeah, you've got 3 units of crossbows together with anti-heavy stuff. You'll be fine. Though, no spearmen. Okay, a little bit more in there. 65%, and there's going to be repairs, and we're training new stuff there. Now, these forces should hopefully be able to just smash their way into Toulouse. If the French see it coming, they might do. The AI is pretty good at seeing these attacks coming. Then they can train 3 new units. If they train 3 new units and they all go for really solid heavy infantry, and these guys... Actually, I think this guy can't quite make it back to Toulouse this turn, because, yeah, there's kind of some light hills in the way there. Could cause trouble. Let's just get you in here. There we go. So now we can see what's going on here. Anything else? Proper morals, no effect on morale. Yeah, nothing major there, to be honest. And now, hopefully, 50-50 chance the gates will be opened, which would honestly not do as much good, because we can just basically crack open anyway. But actually, as it's a fortress, opening up the inner gates is very, very useful. Yeah, if you go against the citadel, get the gates open. Spies open the gates, because there's a lot of gates inside a citadel, so a spy is very, very useful there. Right, nothing we can do in the Marseille situation. So, time to start worrying about the English situation. We've got a decent army right here. You, get in your boat and head down over to here. Now, you need to... Oh, that's a concern. That one boat is sadly now going to end up exposed. The English might pick it off, which would be a shame. But you, my good man, are competent. You can fight. You're okay. Wait, how holy are you? You're okay-ish holy, but... The Inquisitors have been heading south, so there's not kind of... Oh, there's you, but I don't think you can quite get to you yet. Let's just try and keep him away. He's brought a decent army with him. Heavy infantry, archers, Norse swordsmen. Up here, meanwhile, not much. Okay. This we can pull off. I think, actually, we're going to have enough strength here to do this. But we don't have any artillery. But we can get some artillery if we had the funds, which we don't. Right, okay. Something needs to get cancelled so I can afford that. Oh, there's not much I can cancel, because most things I'm building are really quite important. Okay, cancel that. How much does flipping artillery cost? 370. Okay, fine. Cancel the spy that was over in Milan. We can do without a spy for... Actually, I wouldn't mind getting the spy. Yeah, okay, fine. 1 spy, cancel the extra crossbows. We've got enough crossbows there. Right. Peasants twerp. 1 single ballista will be all we need to crack our way into this fortress. That'll be fine, because Actually, wait, no, why am I even doing that? I can attack the English, because I'm flipping... Yeah, the Pope won't object in the slightest, so I can just do this normally, because the English have been excommunicated, so I didn't need to bother with that. But never mind, it won't hurt to have one of them spare, for if I want to do a surprise attack on London, say. A surprise attack on London will be a very fun thing to do. Right. 1, I'm going to need all of the spearmen in this army. We're now constructing a new, really, really damn good army here. 2, I'm going to need the good quality cavalry together with some decent quality scouts. Thank you very much. 3, I need more archers than that. Ideally, if you've got... Those are peasant archers. They'll do... Actually, no, I'll just bring the mercenary crossbowmen. Mercenary crossbowmen together with the 2 Norse archers I brought will be fine. Add into that... handful of extra dismounted Huskarls. Yep, fine. So that's a really good amount of chunky heavy infantry right there. And go on, dismounted feudals together with just a tiny bit more too. That is a damn good army. That is an army that is going to be able to walk straight into England and kick them off this continent once and for all. Now, just double check everything's safe over here. Yes. For now, the Polish army remains embedded down here over by their capital. They're not going anywhere in a hurry. Kiev is fine. We're building some roads there. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to potentially get some watchtowers down, but I think we're okay for the time being. Meanwhile, Bolslaw, the Merciless, still cannot quite make it to Sarkel, who are just basically building, yeah, peasants and woodsmen. I think we'll probably just siege these guys out, to be perfectly honest. They can hold out for 8 turns, but I'd rather do that than try and push against the walls. Like, pushing into the walls against woodsmen is dangerous. Woodsmen make great war units just because they're numerous. They're ludicrously cheap, like 70 upkeep with 13 attack. They're ludicrously strong. So with the support of the towers, they will chop through things. I'm just going to siege this place out. Once he's done with that, if we've got the spare money and time, maybe we'll go and finish off the Russians once and for all. But, yeah, restricting the Polish to just these handful of territories here, that will be good. Because the Polish right now, their economy's in the toilet. They've got, yeah, they've literally now got one actual city. They've got the capital. Everything else is now... Is everything else? No, I think they've got... Actually, no, sorry, that's a castle too. Everything else is a castle. And castles don't make the money. They've got the production facilities, they just don't have the money to actually pay for the bloody troops. So that works for me. There we are. Up to Scotland at last. Anything else I need to know there? Yeah, we know troops are being trained en masse over in the Middle East. Soon we'll get them moving north, because, yeah, if, in fact, well, I was hoping the Mongols would take ages to kind of clear up this area. Feels like the Mongols are going to be coming sooner rather than later, which concerns me. So, short turn this time. Damascus, maybe we won't bother. You know what? Quite frankly, if the Egyptians want to basically just hang out with all their strength there, including basically their faction leader and their factioner and another family member and a whole ton of archers and whatever, they're welcome to. Because the Mongols will run into them sooner or later. If the Mongols sweep south, they will have to take out Damascus and the Egyptians will do some damage to them. I would say probably what I want to do is, when they get close, we pretty much abandoned Antioch. We just say, screw it. Skeleton staff. When they come in, the wall defences will do some damage. Maybe if we're lucky, we could get some, like, militia crossbowmen on the walls to do a little bit more damage too. But to be honest, we pretty much write it off and just say, we're going to do some damage here. We're not going to be able to hold this. Aleppo, we will put a decent army in. But the real army, the first time we will actually bother resisting the Mongols properly, will be Acre. And its beautiful, beautiful incoming citadel. Now, thing I really, really, really want to bloody happen... I end this turn, now, I think that's all I can do pretty much. The Moors need to attack me. Because if they wait too much longer, my troops are starting to take damage, and I don't like that. Mainly because there's flipping crusading troops here. I physically can't actually repair these guys, which is very, very annoying indeed. All my troops are being worn down. I want them to attack me, and I want the French to go for another bridge battle. This one should work out even more in my favour, which would be marvellous. And then these guys can get over here to Toulouse. Smash their way in next turn, take that, and then the Pope enforces a ceasefire. Life will be good at that point. So, come on, France. You know you want to do this. You want revenge for that last bridge battle, which you're going to get by fighting another bridge battle. Yeah? That's what's going to happen. Come on. No. More assassins coming in. Fine, there's a lot of French assassins around. Then we've got, yeah, more spies. Flipping, opening up all of our gates, causing all sorts of trouble. One unit leaves. Good, that's nice. You merge into you, hopefully stopping you moving forward. You're heading down over to the Spanish territories. You're heading back north. Good. Ah! You actually plan to attack me? No. That guy's backing off. I think he's looking to potentially try and reinforce the fortress. That guy goes back inside. Are you going to try anything else there? No, something's... That was probably a spy, given it was just an invisible line. That probably means there was a spy there. Imperial Assassin heads back north. Probably going to go and scout out the Hungarians. No major problem there. Actually, no. We know exactly what just happened. The Imperials put a spy in Pez-Antwerp, because it literally says Pez-Antwerp down in the bottom right. So we know someone was paying attention to Pez-Antwerp, so probably, as it's the Imperial turn, the Imperials have just put a spy into Pez-Antwerp. That's fine. It's a city that's very much under control. I think that's not a problem. So, the Imperials come in. The French have not attacked me, but that's not the worst thing in the world. We'll be able to, you know, it would be nice to have a more interesting fight versus them. Though I'm not sure where those troops are going. Possibly, if they can't actually hold Toulouse, they'll go and reinforce Bordeaux. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But the Moors, I would still like to attack me. The Moors I'm concerned by. It's a weird army, but it's actually surprisingly quite a dangerous one. And Venetians coming over here, and we've got trouble over in Marseille by the looks of things. I suspect they're very, very unhappy indeed. Venetian princess just having a nice long walk across Russia in winter. I'm sure... Oh, 2 Venetian princesses. You're just swimming in them. And a Venetian tries to, and successfully, snipes a papal merchant as well. Well done there. Ooh, hello. Big Venetian army just showed up. What's your plan? Because in this game, I would not be surprised if the Venetians were planning to flipping betray me. at some point soon. Oh no, not Venice. Not literally my only friends. Ooh, we actually get to speak to them. No, we don't get to speak to the Scottish. I'd like to speak to the Scottish. It'd be nice to actually be able to speak to the Scottish. Say hello. Get some lovely Scottish accents. Because yeah, there are actually Scottish accents in this game. I like the fact that all the accents are right in this game. In Rome Total War, of course, it was kind of weird when you look back that all the Romans kind of have kind of fairly plain, but still kind of distinctly American accents going on. Whereas in this game, yeah, you go up to Scotland, they've got Scottish accents. That's nice. It feels appropriate. Now, come on, Moors. Yep, I think they're doing it. In they come. Right, now, what have we got here? Let's have a look, see your business. You're a siege expert. They've actually sent a siege expert to go into a siege. Very nice. Courageous. +3 morale. Together with +1 through chivalry there. Okay, these guys are going to not break, so we're basically just going to have to chop them down. But I think we can do that, because what are they actually going to send forward? What they're going to send forward is going to be a big amount of cavalry, and that's going to be about your lot. Like, my Crusader Sergeants can chunk through that, especially when supported by dismounted Hussars. I actually very specifically made sure I actually trained the right troops. And this time I've got some cavalry. So when it comes to it, I can actually ride out and actually just get across the battlefield fast enough to start hitting some of these guys. So I'm going to knock down the wall. Let me see, this guy might be a bit difficult. There's only 41 of him. It'll be fine. I think we can handle this, but it's going to be a weird battle again. Luckily, no flipping spy in the city this time, so now we just have to deal with this ludicrousness. Oh, this is the most stupid army. I really need to just basically kill these guys to make sure they don't keep doing this over and over. Right, okay. One, we don't know where they're going to attack first. Let's just get our archers up on the walls in preparation. Why flipping not? This time, yeah, they won't actually be coming for the walls, very likely. But just in case they do, because yeah, I imagine they'll knock down the walls before actually bothering. Rather than actually sending their siege equipment forward, they'll just send forward the artillery and knock down the walls like that. So, let's just get ourselves nice and safely tucked down to the way here. One, we'll get some cavalry up to this part of the world, if you wouldn't mind. Never mind. Okay, you do mind. So, archers up on the walls, ready to move them back. We've got catapults on one side, catapults on the other side. Cavalry ready to run in. These archers be ready to move wherever they're required. Together with... that'll do. I don't think we actually need anything on the plaza. If we need to fall back to the plaza, that's fine, but don't worry about it for now. We've also got some Norse archers over here, who should just be able to take some pot shots as these guys come up. So that's fine. These Norse archers... if they can be, I'd rather have them up here. They kind of refuse to start up there, but are you willing to move over there in a minute? Yes, now you're willing to move over there. That's absolutely fine. And you guys be ready to potentially move off. If you guys are willing to move over here, because they won't start there, but they might be willing to move there once the battle has begun. You guys willing to walk in? Yes, you are indeed willing to walk in there. Beautiful. And quite fast too. And these guys up here are now 100% safe, because this bit of wall can never collapse. So these guys can just be up here. We will just simply have them be, yep, fire at will. Everything will be lovely. You guys can also be fire at will, but you guys will probably come under attack. These guys are now piling into here. This is another safe spot that cannot be destroyed under any circumstances. They can fire safely at anything approaching from here, which is very, very nice indeed. These guys will probably, it looks like they're heading in this direction. It's what they did last time. Yeah, they're just going to come over here and they're going to take out that bit of wall. That's fine. As soon as I've taken out that bit of wall, I can basically just surround them and everything will be okay. I'm just going to move my troops to more like here-ish in preparation for that. And have you guys over here as well, because they'll probably knock down the gate too. Are they ready to start firing? Yeah, you know what? I'm confident if they're going to fire, I'm going to move you over to here. Because then that'll actually also activate this tower, which will probably be useful. So you guys get off this bit of wall, because it's totally about to come under attack any second now. I mean, actually, these guys have got themselves quite far ahead of everything else. I could just send my cavalry out on a bit of a skirmish, but they have cavalry archers, that's the thing. So if I do, there's an excellent chance. Like, even though it feels like they're quite far away, they won't need to ride, like, more than, like, you know, a couple of seconds this direction, and they'll have a shot again. Let's just actually thin out the cavalry numbers by letting them try and take this city. It's such a gorgeous city, by the way. I love the water and everything here. It's gorgeous. But it's a really tough one to crack. This is a really... What are you guys doing? Are you guys just hiding over here? Guys, I feel like you're not helping. That right over there, not helping. Especially as you're actually spearmen. I kind of need you down here. I'm glad you noticed you were just bloody being cowards. Get over here. Help out, please. Now, they're totally going to be... Yeah, they're going for that wall. Right. these guys, stay over here. And just prepare to... No, these guys just stay over here. Some of the archers kind of getting stuck and can't really kind of get past. It's a bit crowded up on the walls, which is nice. These walls are going to start collapsing pretty soon. After that happens, they'll probably charge in pretty quick after that. Life will be fine. Because, yeah, we will have 3 units of archers taking pot shots from here, from here, from here. We'll also have tower, tower, tower. Anything trying to run at this wall is going to take a lot of damage, and the frame rate has gone to hell. Because, yeah, I don't know why. The frame rate just goes to hell on my system whenever the wall is collapsing. The animation's running. Other than that, it runs really nice and smooth. But, yeah, whenever the wall's collapsing, that just happens. And this should be the last boulder to knock it down. Down it goes. Beautiful. So, they will probably now start charging in. If they want to charge in, they're more than welcome to. Those guys back off for the time being. What's the rest of the army doing? Nothing yet. No movement? No movement. Fine. Possibly they're waiting for the gates to be knocked down first. Yeah, I think they're moving over to something else. I think they want to make a second breach. They're going for this wall right here. That's absolutely fine too. That's absolutely a-okay. Because, yeah, my archers aren't going to cause... Oh, my archers might be in a bit of trouble. Right, guys... Be a bit more over here before that happens. And down goes the second round of walls. Now, what's your next move, Morse? And I've still got some shots at them. Not great shots. We're doing a little bit of light taps. But that's fine. Quite frankly, I'm thrilled about that because these guys can be awkward to take out. So, are you going to stop firing and let something else come forward now? No. Still no movement from the main army. What are you guys now shooting at? They want to take out the towers. Honestly, not too surprising. It's surprisingly hard to do, though, because if you hit the gatehouse, it doesn't count for anything. So they've only done, like, 4% damage up to 7. It's going to take them a fair bit of time to knock down these towers. And even if they knock down that one, there's still another, like, you know, 2, 3, 4 over here. Even if they do 1 bit of damage, and they will miss a fair bit as well. Ooh, nice bit of damage over there, by the way. It is always nice when the odd boulder misses, because, yeah, there's some really cool animations for things falling apart over there. I'd say it's probably a fair enough time for me to send 1 unit of scouts out to start. Ooh, you're going to do damage to these guys. I can't remember if falling masonry actually works in this game. It's probably a fair enough time for me to start thinking about... Is that movement? No, that's not movement yet. Fine. I'm going to send 1 unit of scouts out just to start, like, poking at these guys. Because if I can stop them firing... Then as a result, if they back off, I'm guessing other units will start coming forward. Because at this point, I'd rather they didn't take out more towers. Because towers are good ways of doing damage for me. So let's just get some scouts. Just thundering down the hill at these lads. And if they basically have an equivalent of skirmish mode on, then if we're lucky, they will decide to start backing off. And some of these guys will start moving forwards. And ideally, they'll move forward into range of the towers and my archers. Because all my archers are still active. I don't think I've even taken a single casualty yet. So now... Through to here, please. Stop firing. Stop firing if you'd be so kind. My scouts just very slowly making their way through the breach here. Now, probably nothing else can do much to you guys. What are you guys doing now? They're turning around. They're turning around. They're backing off. The actual assault is about to begin. Ah, finally, reinforcements are coming in to try and relieve these guys. That's probably a good sign. Let's back off, see if they're willing to go a little bit further forward. Actually, if they're willing to just fire in arrows... They're going to do more damage to their guys than to mine. Let's just get back in there. Accept it. Accept the arrows coming in. There we go. Take you guys out. Are you guys actually firing at me right now? Yep, they're firing at something. It's got to be me. And if they're firing at me, honestly, they're doing more damage to their... Yeah, they're doing more damage to their own guys than they are to me anyway. Here we go. Here we flipping go. Now, you guys, you are now probably ready to start firing at those guys. You guys ready to start firing at these guys. You guys ready to start firing at these guys. Now, where is the actual proper... Here you go. You and... Excuse me, where's the... Okay, yeah, you need to get down here, please. Over to the breach. We've got flipping horses coming in. This is your job. Where's the other guy? Oh, the other guy's hiding over there. Right, should have spotted that earlier. Never mind. How about you get down and be, like, reinforcements in, like, 5 minutes whenever you bother showing up? Right. Is anyone coming over here? Someone's coming over here. More missile cavalry. Right. Be ready to intercept them. Right over here. The gate is still up. We've got towers. We've got... Yep, here we are. So these guys are all ready to... There we are. You. Over here, we've got a few Crusader Sergeants ready to come in and grab these guys. Now let's start plugging up the gap and create a great big bottleneck. We want to let them a little bit in, but not too much in. Right. You, get in over here. You guys, start firing at them with flipping catapults. Short-range catapults. One thing is already broken over there. Crusader Sergeants chasing those guys out. Very, very nice indeed. Get over here. Support this side. They are already down to you. There to shake them. Get on there. Apparently you're not actually planning to help, but that's fine. Right, in that case, the general, or rather the temporary captain, get in here, slam into the side of these guys. They're already wavering. They don't like being here. Crusader Sergeants, reinforce. Dismount Tuskars, reinforce. This spot over here. You are... Why are you coming out? Don't come out of the bloody city. That's the one place you shouldn't be. Crusader Sergeants need to draw themselves up right over here. We've got ourselves more catapults here if need be. Plenty of archers ready to start taking pot shots down here. So we've got archers galore just firing down there. In comes the general. The general's over on that side. We've got ourselves... Yeah, there's the heavy cavalry camels. But, oh, some flipping my light cavalries are... You know what? I'm getting my light scouts over there because my horses don't like them and my leader is in that number. So I need to basically just let this belong to the... Oh, no! Boo! The camels managed to take him out. That's going to cause trouble. You guys are fresh, right? And you've got... No, the Crusader Sergeants are broken. Okay, but over here, we're all right, yeah? I think over here we're okay. You guys, get over here. You, if you can, fire down into these guys. Get down to these guys. The towers are still working. Oh, bloody hell, we've got a complete collapse on the left. This is not so good. Yeah, this is not so good at all. We've still got ourselves... We've still got a heavy amount of infantry over here. You know what? Okay, screw it, screw it, screw it. You guys, get in there. We've got Crusader Sergeants now coming in as reinforcements who should be able to now hopefully relieve this flank, at least temporarily. You guys, yeah, there's only 47 camels there. That's fine. The fact that the leader died was a concern. Oh, we've got more things. More Crusader Sergeants are breaking. Religious fanatics, get down there. This is now your job. This is not going well. Right, we need to hold this breach. At least one side needs to be held. Gosh darn it, what's even left? You guys are wavering, and there's not many of you left. They're going to struggle to take out these archers. That's the only good thing. These archers, they're going to really struggle to take down, but that's going to be the end of all of this. This isn't going well. Right, I need you to start firing on the leader. That's all we need right now. We need basically to start doing... Actually, you know what? Over there. Fire over there. Great big flaming bolts. Alright? Flaming bolts right into the middle of that group over there, please. Let's do this. It's now kind of up to you a little bit, because they can't take the walls, I don't think. Right, fire! Whenever you're ready. There we go! Oh! Oh, yes! What a ridiculous thing to happen! Did I just flipping murder your general? Oh, no! Oh, what a terrible accident! And now they're running! And now they're running. Where the bloody hell are you going? Don't do that. We're going to need you back here. We're not done yet. Right, get over there. Take out these flipping bastards. Oh, wow. That one shot just changed everything. The bodyguard's broken. Everything's broken. That's it. We've just won. That was ridiculous, but it was the best thing ever. Oh, wow. Okay, so... Now, we need to wipe out some of these bastards, and we need to make sure we flipping wipe out... I've lost all the cavalry. I can't make sure we wipe out all of the flipping artillery, because the cavalry's got... Right, everyone, get down here as quick as you can, please. As quick as you can. I think at this point, everything around here's gone or dead or broken. Yeah, I think we're fine. That one shot did it. Bloody hell, that's... Okay, these guys are now... They've decided the best way to flee from the city is to go back up the tower I own to climb back down the ladders. Interesting idea, crossbow militia. Very interesting idea. Right, you guys just head over here. These guys are... Oh, those guys haven't quite given up yet. They've not quite given up yet. Damn it. Right, get over here. Get over here. We're going to have trouble kind of pinning these guys down, which is kind of annoying, but I think my heavy infantry should hopefully be able to do the job eventually. We got them. No, we didn't even need to get them pinned. They just broke immediately. Fine. Get the heavy infantry over here. This time, these guys aren't doing such a good job like actually forming up. So if we're lucky, we can basically take all these guys out. But again, I suspect a suspiciously large amount of it's all going to flee. Who were you, you magnificent bastard? A noble death for Captain Jesper. God bless you, Captain Jesper. You will be remembered. Oh, they're trying to fire. Oh, they are firing. Bloody hell, look at that. Look at all of those. Look at that line of death. That's just one flipping boulder. This is just the flipping fight that's going to be decided by artillery on both flipping sides. Oh dear. Right, no. Don't let them fire. Get in there. Get in there and stop them, please. We just need to cause a few breaks. Okay, there's one break. Turn your attention over to here, please. Oh, bloody hell, this is ridiculous. Right, just everyone who's alive, including the religious fanatics. Get over here. Right, now my Viking Raiders are on top of the ballista. They should go down pretty quickly because they shouldn't be able to defend themselves against Viking Raiders. Now it should hopefully just be a matter of time because you are... Technically, you're still firing missiles. Who are you firing missiles at? I'm kind of curious where this one's going to go. And it is... I think they're just firing... I think they just took out one of their own ballista there, kind of by accident, but it did happen. Nice, you. Get over here. You're taking out over here. What are you guys? Oh, you're crossbow militia who are apparently firing while running, which is bloody impressive. You, get over there. Religious fanatics, go and take them out. Okay, you need to get over here. You're all breaking. You get over here and take these guys out. Okay. Now we got it. It's fine. They'll all break momentarily. And then these guys they're wavering. In come the religious fanatics. It's just idiots in robes we've given sticks to. Whack them with a big stick. Down goes one of them. The big stick worked. Oh, hail the big stick. And the archers were doing good work there too. I think that's got to be a lot now. We're done with the ridiculous battle of ridiculousness. We lost 600 men. That could have gone the other way. That one random catapult shot saved us, but that could have gone completely the other way. Right. Now, what are they going to do? Because they've got no boat to retreat on, so hopefully they all just die. Right. By any chance, now, following typical Moorish etiquette, they're now going to sue for peace, which will hold until they show up, like, you know, again. Because for whatever reason, they're obsessed with taking Corsica. More English bumbling around. Can't imagine they're going to be able to organise much in the way of a counterattack at this point. Yeah. They're worried about London, which is, you know, understandable, because I could get over there, like, next turn. But, oh, here it comes. The counterattack against Stephen. Stephen looks like he's got just as good an army, though. Come on, please lose. Please lose to Stephen. Nope, Stephen has been taken out pretty easily, in fact. The English Navy goes north. The seas are ours for the time being, because literally every English ship is in a single spot. These guys going in here, they're trying to reinforce. This point... We've got options. We could just go and take London. London's pretty much their economy. I mean, other than that, they've got fortresses. York's okay, but not great. But in all fairness, who's it trading with right now? Everyone else around the North Sea, it's either Scotland or me, and they're not trading with me because we're at flipping war. So, that'll be interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Oh, it's the bloody Portuguese again, isn't it? Oh, it's even more Portuguese. They never stop. Right, more forces heading down over in that direction. I don't consider that a major problem. Over to Hungary. You guys doing anything major today? Nope, decided not to talk to Poland for once. Very, very nice indeed. And they've come to chat to me, but if no scroll appears, that basically means that guy was trying to bribe me. So, yep, he was trying to bribe me. Good luck with that. I suspect you can't quite afford me. Oh, hello. That was a Hungarian walking into my territory. Guys, come on. I want to be friends. Why would you do that? Of all the things you could do, why would you do that? Uh-oh, and that is Inquisitors heading my way. There's now an Inquisitor very close by to this part of the world. I'm concerned. I'm really concerned. And the Inquisitor's also going to actually murder a priest if he can. Right, ooh. That's interesting. He went left, not down. Oh, my wildest dreams might just have come true. Because he didn't head south towards the pass, that would strongly suggest he's not going for the river crossing to the south of him. He's going for the river crossing over to the west. Now, if he's heading westward... Oh, this is so interesting. And we've got a reconciliation. Oh, it's England. Boo. Okay, England have probably just slipped the Pope a giant pile of money to get that done. Pope has decided England suffered enough. I don't see why they've suffered enough. Quite frankly, they haven't even lost a single thing yet. Right, so... This guy cannot make it to... Yeah, he can't make it there this turn. If I went over the ocean and attacked London, potentially with the assistance of, yeah, one ballista, then the Pope would... Well, the Pope would probably be... Ooh. This is backup army over there. Okay, Nottingham is vulnerable a little bit, but we'd need to have everything drawn together ahead of time. Faction announcements. We've got ourselves a new kid coming. Ooh! It's someone from Milton Keynes. That's presumably Sven of Milton Keynes' son. He's over in Thorn. He is cheap. Excellent. Mostly rational. Chivalrous father. Iron-fisted, however. Sociable, promising defensive talent for command. Okay, we've got a new kid who's just appeared over in Thorn. Remember him. He might be of use. And, ooh, Magnus Scotland, feels honoured. Loyalty 10 out of 10. Far and wide as the epitome of selfless obedience. Universally admired. Fine. So, he's not going to betray us. That's nice. Now, Scotland. Me and you. Let's have a chat. We don't have trade rights. And apparently I'm speaking to Prince Alexander the Honest. Well, that's lovely. Yeah, I'm willing to just trade map information. Lovely. He's pleased by that. And you are enemies with Portugal, allied with France. And now finally the map is flipping filled out. Excellent. There we are. There's Edinburgh. And flipping... Oh, English rebels, technically. That's weird. Why are there English rebels in Inverness? But I guess maybe there are. That's fine. And yes, absolutely, most certainly, we can get the troops over to Toulouse, and they have not trained anything new. Nothing new has been trained over there. Right. Toulouse can be, and the spies have opened the gates regardless. Okay, maintain the siege for now, but Toulouse momentarily will be ours. Down over here in Corsica, job flipping done, but we need to repair this place in a hurry. This place is getting really badly damaged constantly. We need to repair these guys as well, but we're swimming in money, at least. That is nice. The Egyptian Navy's right there, but we've got Papal forces right there. You know what? Let's go help out. Let's go help out, take out the Egyptian Navy. Clear victory! Huzzah! The Egyptians probably aren't thrilled. They probably weren't thrilled anyway. Hopefully that improves my... Ooh, competent sailor. Good trait for, you know, an admiral. And, ooh, the Papal States now at war with Egypt. Apparently they weren't before. I've just accidentally started a war. Oh, it's not even enough that I just basically fight every single war under the sun. Apparently I accidentally drag other people into my wars too. I'm so flipping sorry. I didn't even mean to do that. But yeah, let's quickly just nip round. Oh, you can't even fit over there. Fine. You go round and get ahead. You get over here and keep an eye on the actual horde. Because, oh, you can't see them very easily right now. If they're going over in this direction, then this direction here would basically, yeah, this is... I'm not sure there's even a path round. Actually, there must be a pass around here because there's a pass here. I mean, logically, if you're going in this direction... then you're going over towards Trebizond, or you're heading towards Caesarea. So, you're heading towards one of the Turkish fortresses. If we are ridiculously, stupidly lucky, then what the Mongols might be doing right now is basically swinging past Adana, or up here this way, and taking out Turkey, and go straight onto the Byzantines, and they might bypass us entirely, which would be the best thing. Then there's just a great big wrecking ball passing through... people who aren't our enemies, but, you know, aren't our friends either, through Turks, through Byzantines. They'll do a load of damage to the Venetians. The Venetians have good armies. They'll smash the Hungarians. If they head north, they'll actually hit the remnants of the Polish Empire, which is great. Then they'll hit the Imperials. Like, their chances of running into me are actually pretty low, all things considered. Or if they do, they're going to have to pass through a whole bunch of other factions first. That would just be perfect. If that could be how that works out, that'd be beautiful. Though we need to fix the hell out of this group. This is, you know what? Just merge all of you together into one single unit. That's absolutely fine. We need to get these guys fixed up quickly, because this is not looking so great at all, is it? No. Right, that'll do for now, but we need more troops there, because the Moors really want to take this place, and I'm concerned that sooner or later, they're going to actually pull it off. What should we do? You know what, we've already got the practice range up, though it currently is a bit damaged. Let's get a bit more infrastructure built in this part of the world, just in case. Marseille's unhappy right now, because, well, actually, I haven't actually repaired its, large stone wall. Let's get that prioritised. But after that, the ballista towers are almost done. So if the French do decide to attack there again, they're not going to be in good shape. I could push forward. There's a French army here I could have. But I'm concerned about what these guys will do in return outside of a bridge battle. Maybe we leave that for now. Right. Things to think on, ladies and gentlemen. I would say that is enough for now, however. Next time, we have got enemies every side. And in particular, friends or would-be friends I suspect might be about to betray me. I am suspicious of this Venetian army. Incredibly suspicious. Sufficiently, I might actually throw up some extra defences around Milan and Genoa. The French are on the move, but I'm not quite sure where they're going, though we will be able to take a new settlement off them, which is very, very nice indeed. We've got a big army up here, but what do we want to do with it? Do we dare risk invading the mainland of England, or do we want to instead knock them off the continent? Probably the safer. Whatever we do, we're going to need more help yet, though, because, yeah, England have been reconciled, so we need to get that ballista into this army before we do anything. So we need to knock out a city in a single turn. And other than that, the Imperials, uneasy peace, at least for the time being. I assumed, like, the first big war we did in this game was going to be the Imperials, yet still now they're pretty much the only faction we're not flipping at war with. So whatever. The Hungarians might be about to backstab me as well. The Polish have some armies moving around somewhere. And over here in Sarkel, finally, we get these guys under siege. But quite frankly, I don't think we should even bother actually building anything. Instead, if they want to come outside, let them come to me. Other than that, I'm starving them out. So that will be mine eventually as well. So things looking good, but they could all turn yet. Just like in that battle, everything can turn on a single shot. And more to come in that nature soon, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye. You know, I really hope we've agreed open borders with Japan, by the way. Otherwise, they have basically just invaded. I may have picked the wrong fight over... Yep. And my sisters, of course, have got even more flipping high-tech. They're mysteriously still completely dependent on, you know, an aqueduct. Now, I'm not saying your entire army is mostly already dead, but it kind of actually is.